which puts you at that kind of like peninsula below Musa Point, I think, over on the northeast side of Karamja, which I think was inaccessible to me otherwise before I got the fairy ring.
Yeah, it might be. It's pretty cool though. I know. Yeah, I never do them. I just let them sit in my bank.
Damn.
Which is really bad. Well, the last time I tried to I had a hard clue and it was like 6 steps or something, and I tried to do it and I got all the way to the 6 steps and I had my full graceful on. I don't know how much you know about graceful, but it's something that you unlock doing agility. You gain, as you do agility courses, you get these things called marks of grace. And to get full graceful, which is what I had, usually takes people like, you have to be collecting marks from like level 20 all the way to like level, I want to say like 55, like the whole time collecting all the marks you see. And I did, and I unlocked full graceful. But when I went to do that last step in my hard clue, it was a step that was in the wilderness, and I was like, "Oh, no one's gonna be there. It's a weird part of the wilderness. I'll just wear my graceful, no biggie." And I wore it, and of course there was a PKer out there, and I got PK'd in my full graceful. And when you lose it, like no one gets it; it just gets destroyed. So now I have to grind for full graceful again, which is kind of turned me off clue scrolls like forever. I was like, "Yeah, I'm never doing them again ever."
Damn, man. Yeah, I mean, I could understand that. Like, that's why I stay out of the wild, like, as if it's like a STD tainted pussy. Like, I'm afraid of it. Part of me wants to just put the tip in, just kind of to see what it's like. But for the most part, I'm just terrified. Like, I'm going to catch something or be ice barraged by someone like, at your mage level.
Yeah, for real. Like even at max mage, and like my range is almost even at 90 now, but it's still like people just have crazy like skill out there. Like you just get one shot. You don't even know. Like you don't even have time to eat. Sometimes it's just crazy, especially if you're in multi. Like forget it.
Yeah, which brings me to my next point. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Juul.
Yes, particularly the mint Juul pods, great for your health and your teeth.
Just kidding. Maybe one day. I mean, they are going out a bit like business, so maybe they will. Maybe if we send them an email, be like, "Yo, we have a very like prolific podcast called Rogan Runescape. It's big shit. Like it's big stuff. You guys probably want to give us some money for advertising."
Yeah, y'all should probably hop on board now before everyone else does. So
we'll sign the email with ... or else.
I think that's the right approach. I really do. So you were saying earlier that you were grinding Lizard Shaman, is that right?
I'm going to be. I mean, honestly, I might do a quick news updates, separate episode just to let people know what's going on. But like, honestly, this past 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I've been like so gridlocked, like no free time at all with like the second job, which is why it's amazing that today we're able to record like this. And, I appreciate you working with me, and everything.
Same, man. Don't even mention it. It's the same in my life. Things are always crazy, man. Don't worry about it, especially around the holidays.
Yeah, so I'm sure people do understand. It's like it's hard to get one schedule aligned. So but anyways, all right. So when I was doing the medium clue scroll, I looked at the hard clue scroll, and that one, I just had that up as to what the like coordinates were, but the hard clue scroll basically was going to take me where the lizard shaman are. I think it's 16 degrees 43 minutes north, 30 degrees 1 minute west, and I'm trying to pull up the map right now. I think it's in a place called like Korend.
Yeah,
does that sound correct?
Yeah, it's in Korend. That's right.
So it says something about like make your way to Zia, and so this is something that I didn't even know about at all. Like this whole like section of the map or whatever. But like, so apparently in order to get access to my hard clue scroll coordinates, which is in the western part of the oh man, I forget what they call it. It's where the lizard shaman are, but it's in the western part of it. And so in order to do that, I have to get, I think, 100% Shayzien Favour. How do you?
Yeah, Shayzien Favour in Zaya.
So that's something that my buddy JJ Two Rangs was talking about last podcast when we brought up Lizard Shaman, and I had no clue what he was talking about. But so I think and these Lizard Shaman, they're like level 100 something combat, which isn't really too bad, but like they have poison. So I'm gonna have to get bring like a whole bunch of antidote. But I think there's a method where you can get like favor without being attacked by healing soldiers, and it takes a long time. So I don't know. I might kind of experiment with that, but yeah, I'd like to kind of grind on that so that I'm able to do the hard clue scroll. But also, the Lizard Shaman drops a Dragon Warhammer. It's like 1 out of 2 every 200 and some drops. So I think 250 drops or something like that. Maybe might be more, but and I think that's like what 40 mil.
Yeah, a Dragon Warhammer. I think it's a lot more than that. I'm not positive. But yeah, you'll want a bunch of antidote pluses if you're grinding the Lizard Shaman, just because it's like if they're poisoning you. I don't know if you're on task if you can wear, or I don't know if you can wear because there's a helm that gives you anti-poison too. I'm blanking on the name of it. People wear it at Zulrah, which is one of the like endgame bosses that people like to solo too. It's like a type of helm that berserkers wear. It's like one of those Fremenic helms, but I forget the name of it. But it also has anti-poison like in it. So I feel like those would help. But yeah, Dragon Warhammers are expensive as hell if you can get one of those dropped. I think they're upwards of like 100 mil actually. But I think you were saying that Two Rangs got one as a drop.
Yeah, I was trying to get a hold of him today. He had some stuff he had to do, but he was telling me he got the Warhammer drop, which this dude has ridiculous luck because he got the Ranger boots on like a medium clue scroll. He he got the what was it, the rune crafting pet at level like 40.
Yeah, he was saying that, or like 42 or something, which is absolutely insane. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to get a Skatizo pet. I'm at 220 kill count, and I still don't have it. It's freaking insane. Yeah, it's absolutely. Huh?
What are Skatizo?
Skatizo, so like you were saying, Korend, that place that So Korend used to not really be built back in like actual 07 when RS was around. It's a thing that they added with OSRS. And basically it unleashed a bunch of new content, and in it there's a place called the Catacombs of Korend, and in that basically like there's a lot of monsters that the Slayer Master Durdo and the other Slayer Master Konar, they both give you monsters that are in the Catacombs of Korend a lot. They're decently high leveled monsters usually. Like there's like black dragons, but there's also like hill giants, but there's also like I don't know. There's a bunch of like mid and high level monsters in there. Greater demons, lesser demons, black demons. There's a bunch of whole mix of stuff. But eventually, like I'd say maybe like 100, 200, 300 kills, they'll drop a piece of a totem, and then you get 3 totem pieces and you put them together, and that gives you the ability to fight a boss. And the boss is called Skatizo. And Skatizo always drops, like from what I've seen, at least like 200k worth of stuff every time you kill him. But really, I just really want the pet. The pet looks really cool. It's pretty hard. It's not super hard to kill, but it's kind of hard to kill if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I think that's definitely gonna be the direction I take my account in. Whether it be, I'm gonna basically probably be trying to go between getting Dragon Slayer done, getting some Shayzien Favour, and then just leveling up my attack, defense, and strength with Slayer. So with this new recording setup using Craig or whatever, it doesn't actually tell you how long it's recording, or at least I can't see it. So we have like 45 minutes. I think at about 9:25, 9:30 is when it would be.
I think it's like more like 15 or 20.
What? Oh, from when we need to when it's gonna be 40.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not completely positive, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that join was at 8:45, so that would be like 55, 05, 15, 25. 25 would supposedly be 40 minutes.
All right, cool. So we have a couple more minutes. With that said, so also last episode, I was looking at last episode, you and JJ were talking about Rendi, and I had no clue who that is. Do you want to but now I do, and that shit is crazy. I watched this video and I heard some talk about him on other YouTube videos. Do you want to give just like a quick like little description of who he was and your relationship with him?
Yeah, sure. So basically, Rendi is a content creator. We went over a little bit on the last episode that we did together for people that have listened to it. He basically is a content creator who his main series in YouTube is lower the better, and what he does is he basically tries to create the lowest levels accounts that he can to do different things in the game, such as maybe soloing bandos, or the lowest level to finish Dragon Slayer, or the lowest level to get Barrows Gloves. The big one that has been huge amongst the community recently is him and Exact, who's another content creator, have kind of been battling for the lowest combat level fire cape that they can get. Rendi had the record for over a year, and Exact a couple months ago came back and beat it, and then Rendi came back and beat it. Currently Exact has the record by one level. I think Exact has a level 8 and Rendi has a level 9, both of which are absolutely insane. Mind you, my account's 105 right now, and I could barely do the fight caves. It took me 15 attempts almost now as is. So for these guys to do it on a level 8 just takes so much patience and luck and skill that it's basically unheard of. But basically Rendi, once in a while he hops in the Wild CC, which is the CC that I'm currently a part of, and a lot of the fans for this podcast are currently in. It's just Wild Space CC in game. He's also part of the Wilderness Podcast's Discord, and he pretty frequently will post in there in the general section. For instance, he posted when he got that level 9 fire cape, he actually went into the Wild CC Discord and posted a screenshot of him having the after he finished the caves, he took a screenshot and said level 9 fire cape with the fire cape on his back, Rendi, and then the date, and then he posted it into the Discord for Wild CC and was haha, and everyone in my clan went crazy and was no way, blah blah blah. Some people were that's crazy, there's no way. And I messaged a couple buddies hey, he's gonna release this video tomorrow, and my friends were oh, there's no way, blah blah blah. They thought I was making it up, and then lo and behold, the next day he released the level 9 fire cape video. It's pretty funny.
That is monumental. Yeah, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but I mean, that's crazy that he went into your clan chat, just that there's that relationship,
Yeah, he's pretty epic. I would absolutely love to try to get him on this podcast. Obviously, that's definitely, I think, one of our goals. I think that would be really cool to get his perspective on, he's such a creative dude and just so innovative in the methods that he takes for the game and all these different, I don't know if I'd call it bug abuses, but different strategies that he uses to get these low level accounts with these crazy accomplishments that people who have maxed accounts struggle to do. I think that would be really cool to get his perspective from someday.
Oh yeah, man. I would love to have him on. I mean, we got jewel pods and free armor trimming, so
yeah, it's
Rendi,
one,
if you're listening,
it's free armor trimming. Yeah, it's one trade.
I'll trim all the armor you want, but you're welcome to come on anytime, man. I definitely have respect for that. That's really impressive. And honestly, I found it really intriguing, the method that he used. And I don't know if that was one that he came up with or Exact came up with, because I'm pretty sure Exact had made a video before of a level 14 fire cape drop. So, but anyways, Rendi used this method where he had thousands of rings of recoil that he would, what would he do? He would charge it with the ring of suffering or something like that.
So, it was some weird mechanic, if you have a Ring of Suffering, but the thing is, when you have an account that low, level, 15 or level 8 or level 9, you don't have anywhere near the level to wear it, but you can still have it in your inventory. So they like used some weird mechanic where they had a ton of noted rings of